million. I am so proud of our staff. Many of them, like myself, are immigrants. I was born in Montreal. Many of our attorneys come from the best schools in the country. All of our attorneys could be working at big firms, making a whole lot more money than they do. In fact, one of our board members, Tony, says, "Cheryl, this is slave labor." We have tried to improve salaries as best we can. 4 of our former staffers work in the Hill. 2 work for senators. 1 works for DHS Secretary Napolitano, and the other works for the head of the House Immigration Subcommittee. I think one of the reasons we're so unique, and certainly one of the reasons we felt the need to go national, is that we're not only the boots on the ground, we are the boots on the ground. We're in the field, we know what's happening, we know these stories that Caesar's talking about, and that informs our broader work, our policy work. We've closed over 75,000 cases since we opened our doors. We write reports that tell the stories of our clients. And in fact, the DREAM Act report is available for you all to take a copy of before you leave today. We testified before Congress. We've successfully litigated a number of cases in federal court, including on behalf of people who are eligible for citizenship, but their cases were being delayed for months and months and months and months through no fault of their own. And in many ways, we're a national resource. Every day we get calls from attorneys all over the country and other advocates seeking our expertise and our advice. Our clients come from all over the world. We reach out to the most vulnerable. We reach out to asylum seekers. We reach out to victims of human trafficking. We reach out to people who have been unlawfully detained. And just by the way, these folks have no right to a free attorney. Roughly 84% of people in detention have no legal representation. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. We don't take a case unless we believe that we can win, that someone is eligible for legal status in this country, or we believe that their basic fundamental rights have been violated. One of the most vulnerable groups we assist are unaccompanied minors in custody. And we began this program in 2001 when one of our attorneys was in court. There was an immigration judge there. She was there for another case, and she saw a deportation bring in a little baby who was crying. And the baby had no legal representation, and our attorney said, "Hey, we'll represent baby Margaret." And the attorney for the government said to the judge, no, attorneys can't represent this child unless the child also has a guardian, which the child didn't. To make a long story short, the judge asked the deportation officer to represent the child, and thankfully the deportation officer contacted us, and we did. And the program that we have now for unaccompanied minors, thanks in large part to the Children's Trust, is a model program. The Office of Refugee Resettlement has recognized it as a model program. It's holistic. We work with Florida International University, the University of Miami, victims trafficking program to try to get these kids holistic help. Many of these children have been abused, abandoned, or neglected in their home country. And if that's the case, we oftentimes go into juvenile court. And if a judge determines that's the case, they can enter a best interest order saying it's not in their best interest to be returned to their home country. And then immigration can grant a visa. So what we're going to do now is show you a very short clip of a video. We were contacted by Soledad O'Brien a while back when she was working on her Latinos in America documentary, and she wanted very much to interview one of our clients. And so you're going to meet Marta, one of our clients from